Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play 999. 9 hours, 9 persons, and 9 doors. Before I begin, let me first say that thank you in comments for letting me know that the whole lack of adventure screen is because on the DS, it had Junpei's, or as we now know, Akane's thoughts on the top screen, and the dialogue and everything at the bottom screen, so that it was a little bit more clear when they separated that there was a separation going on. That is a very, very good thing for me to know, and I appreciate you telling me. So, we have figured out what it all means. It appears that this entire thing was both set up to get revenge on Ace, and also to make a situation where young Akane was not able to figure out the puzzle, and Junpei can help her do it. I do have to wonder how Santa knew that Junpei would be able to do it. In order to set this up. And I also am not quite sure what the whole disappearing Akane thing is about. For a brief period, I actually wondered whether or not, Akane had been a ghost the entire game, and, that, because I knew Akane and Santa had always gone together, and we were, estimating her number was 9, so it wouldn't actually matter, except for the fact that she has been specifically talked about by other characters, so I know she was around before. Not only did, there was the segment where... there was a very specific segment where people talked to Akane. I only remember one specific one, and now, of course, I've blanked on it, but I will mention in a second. But yeah, there have been sections where, when Akane would have a headache and we'd, leave her behind, people referenced the fact that Akane wasn't feeling well. So, that obviously isn't the case, but it's still odd that she just disappeared, and for the most part, Seven kind of reacted slightly to it, but no one else seemed to care. I know where the Nonorian was held today. I know why we kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All this was planned to lead down to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe there's only one possible answer. June is... Zero is... Akane Kurashiki. Yeah, that's... the fact that I had Akane vision going on, and how she talked about how she's less than Zero, because 9 years ago she isn't Zero yet, obviously means that she is Zero. She recreated the history of the future she glimpsed of 9 years ago, despite the fact she died, which is what's so freaking weird about it. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is some sort of insane plan, I will save her. And y'all also save yourself, dude. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save, no matter what.
Incineration will begin.
Yeah, can we please do the puzzle already?
6 minutes.
We have literally been sitting here for half of the timer talking. The voice reminded me how much time I had left.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, all right? I promise I'll get you out of there.
Can you please stop talking and start puzzling?
I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, all right? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
She literally only has a few minutes.
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. I felt like my heart was on fire. 6 months or not, my heart burned with feelings for him. Can we please get to the damn puzzle? Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Thank you. Is I doing something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Liz, I didn't mean to snap, but there's not a lot more stake than your pride. Apologize later, alright? Let's have a look at this thing. You got numbers all over the grid. The panels are out of order. So you just switch these out? Steering isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before.
I don't know what you mean by switch.
I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Okay, what are we doing? Okay, that one can't move. So... that one is hardwired at 1, and those are both 8. So that means we're probably aiming at roots of 9. So 7 and 3 is 10, so we need an 8. That's the problem. I don't know what these O's are. Can I get a... Wait, what the hell? Percent numbers appear in the empty slots of the grid. They're all single digits. The feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. But this square at the bottom... Does it stay... Why does it stay in place when I press it? I don't understand. So again, my numbers disappeared. So I can turn them on and off. Some mental meaning to be in these two modes? What could it mean? Yeah, I don't... When I flip the hint, oh, all the squares look like the one in the bottom right. I mean, they're supposed to match? I need to make all the numbers of the squares the same. What bottom right one are you talking about? Oh, that one. And it shows that the hint changed too. So the numbers are affected by the adjacent square. Yeah, I know. When you switch 3 with 5, the hint number increases by 2. But then it just adds the surrounding numbers. So you're talking about that one. So that's digital roots. If they're digital roots, then they'll always end up as one digit. So, like... If they're digital roots, am I trying to get them all to 9? So that one is at 9. So this one needs to go up by 2. Unfortunately, it's these stupid other ones that I don't quite know. Okay, got that one to 9. So now we need to... Well, this is going to be the problem here. So it's O. Okay, that one's to 9. So I'm just guessing I'm trying to get to 9 here, but it's what makes sense given the game. I can't get that to 9 currently. What about up here? Can I do anything with this? That is now 9. Okay, we've got double 9. We've got all 9s here. I hope this is correct. Alright, we've got 9s. Oh, wow. We're doing really well. So I just need to get those to go to 9. 7. There are letters here, too. Wait, haven't I used... I've got them all to 9. Is that not what I'm supposed to be doing? Yeah, it's just the puzzle up top. I just need to make all the digital roots the same. But what number? Can a yellow square press the square around it? Wait. One square doesn't get a hint number. The 9th spot at the bottom. Only this one stays blank. Maybe a fixed number goes inside. The 9th square has a different rule. I only knew what number goes there. What are you talking about? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're all 9. I'm like, what do you want me to do? I thought I had it. Do you want zeros everywhere? Is that what's going on? Because you can't get zeros. Because going from... Well, 3 is a bad example. Maybe I should reset. When things in the original spot, something lines up the bottom squares. It's kind of like it should be a... What? Something lines up in the bottom squares? A sword? Password. Okay. That's annoying. I had it to all 9s. I just didn't know I was also trying to do something with the bottom squares. What? I spelled out password. There's no way this will work. How did I get to the enter? Yeah, I didn't think so. Do I have to figure out what password is to the digital root? How would I do that? I have literally no idea. Resetting does nothing. There's no hints. What the hell? Password is 9. Oh, okay, there we go.
Yes, that's it. Akane, did you get it?
All right, well, that was easier than I thought it would be. I was sort of like, what the hell does it want from me?
Yes, I did. I solved it. I mean, really.
Get out of the damn room.
But I copied everything you did. Now I just have to press enter.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will.
God damn. Akane deserves to die if she can't figure out how to press enter. I mean, I can't do everything for you, girl. I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled. Jumpy! It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
So does this mean that we're going to also cure Ace's prosopagnosia? And if so, does that mean that he won't actually kill Nikisaki or whatever his name is? Tears rolled down my face, I cried, but they were very different sort of tears. Wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I'd had left disappeared, and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and just enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
Can't quite believe I did that. But I'm so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. Yeah, press enter, stupid. I need to tell Akane.
Akane, sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Hang up. It's not a cell phone.
Oh, of course, that's fine.
Wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
7 Lotus was really happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay.
Shut it.
Right. Okay, maybe I have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing hold me back now. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
Why not? Not Ace. Santa, you set this up all wrong.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard. Hit it again. And again. And again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. The hell is going on? All the right numbers in the right box. It's perfect. The fuck is this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. So the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. That is 6 plus 11, 18, 26, digital root of 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then door 9. No, that's it. The number of the door isn't 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit, of course. So I have to put the right number in the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Sure, if they can just trust me on this one or we're all fucked. I know...
Quick! Verify your numbers on the red!
Verify?
Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7.
Come on,
6,
people.
5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
That's interesting. I guess there's no reason they would have tried. Oh, thank fucking Christ. Now time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes! Go, go, go!
Okay, they're all move it, Junpei. That is unnecessarily mean. That didn't happen 9 years ago. Although, granted, Santa didn't know how it worked 9 years ago. No, don't calm down. You're not done. We still gotta find the dead. I do love that line, though. Do you really think it's a good time to ask questions?
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Looks like we made it. Okay, that was more intense than it needed to be. I'm a little annoyed, but I'm also very... out of breath, but in a good way. I sure can't laugh when he wants to. The Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. It's like shaking his head wearily. So I want to take a nap,
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her I want to tell her how good I feel. But... nothing. So she made it out 9 years ago. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms. Aww.
Oh, oi!
Oh, it's Aoi.
Akane!
Buried my face in his chest, and I cried again. I cried and just kept crying. So the thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. His beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go, and I held him tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. And felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. So I wanted to stay there in his arms forever. But I couldn't. When I passed through the door, my bracelet began to count down to death. The door had already closed. I found the dead only a short distance away. Only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets, but the ones Hongo had dropped in the scanner panel. Took a deep breath and looked around again. Huge detective we called 7 in 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Aoi was right. Time to get moving. So Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake back out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spirally staircase. To freedom. Time for more running. Then get us out of here? No wonder we're running so hard. Our beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Is 7 talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it.
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Oh, don't be condescending, Junpei.
Huh? Why?
Because you're smart.
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12. D
Man,
is
they're
13.
talking awfully calmly for the fact they're sprinting upstairs.
Oh, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So, I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19.
So what's
K is
26?
20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Q?
Q.
26!
And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase q!
God damn it, Zero.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
God, my thighs are killing me. I swear any moment I'm gonna tear a muscle. It's like every single cell in my body's dying for air. Every breath I take is a chore now. I thought my lungs were gonna burn. Maybe I should just a short rest. No, can't stop, don't have time. Come on, Lex, there can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down. Bullets don't run, you idiot! A tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. That also does not run. It's like running along like a giant coiled dragon. I wanted to feel involved. Wow, Clover's voice actress gave a lot of pants for her, like, whatever commission. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. So what, we're just leaving Ace and Santa to their fate? Pull yourself together, you're almost there.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're finally here!
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. Even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. Why would Akane be out there? You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now. Guys, we made it. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Awie's. He gave a small reassuring squeeze. So happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was finally at peace. And not only that my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped. I finally able to escape from the gigantic... So it actually did sink. So they get the other ship? Because they did talk about it, like, listing earlier. So I don't think they can be in Building Q. To rise, we can see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. Gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Aoi whispered,
Yeah.
"It was over, at least for this decade." Or was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. So I wonder how did Ace get off there? Because we know he's still around in 9 years. It wasn't the end, it was only the beginning. Although maybe he took the sub out. It was only the prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Yes, finally, air! God damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. I gotta admit, this doesn't quite like...
No way.
You've gotta be shitting me.
What?
It can't be.
This is...
God, it is the... Wow, that's... I mean, I guess that could be the Nevada desert.
In the Nevada desert.
But then, why was the ship listing earlier?
The mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
Sure enough, that's desert. There are mountains all around it. Hello there, sun. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Did I just hear something fall? Oh, our bracelets. I've never really gotten a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just an electronic chip like an ATM card. That's it. Nothing even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin. Yeah, there was, because the 9th man blew up. Figures.
Jumpy!
Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl to think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Well, you've been talking to her this whole time. Like, you've been crazy about her for pretty much the whole game. What? What? That can't be the end. All that, we don't get any real resolution? What the actual crikey hell? Yeah, there's freaking Alice, who... Where did that even go? Oh my god. Sorry, I'm having to get my thoughts together, and it's hard, because I don't know what to think. I liked this game a lot. It was much more in-depth than I thought it would be, and I love the format. I've talked before about how the puzzle rooms were more fun than the trials in Danganronpa. The ending has me super what-the-fucked. And I still don't really get the sub-ending. Someone in comments said that they think Cap may have killed us in the sub-ending because no one went through door 1, and I don't remember if that's true or not. But that's about the only thing that would make sense, because, yeah, Cap might still be alive and be going around murdering everyone. But again, I don't know why he would do that, or how he got through the doors. Although, actually, I guess to leave that area, he could have just gone, but why would he choose right then to leave? That doesn't make any sense. Similarly, the format of having to go through multiple times is just kind of ridiculous. It makes sense for the end, but just... There didn't seem to... Other than bumbling around, it didn't seem a very, very good way of getting things done. Although, at the same time, I've got to say, I guess that's why they put the... like keys and doors and stuff on the flow chart in this version, in order to help people actually find their way through the game a little bit better, because that's the only way I did it. The story is very interesting, super convoluted. I still want to know whether or not the experiments they cited were actually correct, for sure. Oh, good.
Are you okay?
We do get a resolution, thank goodness.
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Well, this is young them, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
Well, you're going to try and kill me in 9 years. It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. Thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see.
I wondered, there was a scene as we went through of him being beat up, and I was like, what is that from?
It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
Who did Junpei get in a fight with?
What does that even mean? Oh, ow, 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 ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless.
Well, his recklessness is going to save everyone in a couple years.
You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
You got to work on your martial arts. Just show you can them. The Nevada desert go past. For SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Where'd they get an SUV? Sure was nice of someone to leave it outside. The keys ignition, the gas, the tank. Looks like it was a present, you know? We jumped in, and now here we are, screaming across the desert. I was in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are squeezed in the back seat. Is she letting Clover drive? So I can't believe we let her drive.
Woohoo! This is so fun!
What are you thinking? She's insane!
This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
What happens if you run out of gas because she's going 100?
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
You do?
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down.
Yes, there is. You can run out of gas.
The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
So June came back and got in another car miraculously?
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Well, what about Ace, though?
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Oh, shit. God, you don't drive so fast. I didn't even think a car like this could go that fast. Sure throwing up a lot of dust, though. It's a couple of hours after we ran into junior high students. They've been hiding in a bush in the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in... Oh my god! What the actual fuck is wrong with your school? When we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran and furious.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them, quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. I found Jumpy sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelly lumps.
Couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. Stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen
Yeah,
out.
I guess I could've...
Then why didn't you?
Because he's a man!
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Well, yeah, what the hell is wrong with those kids? Those should be the villains of the next game. I hope they are. I want to kick the shit out of those guys.
Yeah, that too, but... I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
No?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies.
Put some grass to the ground and toss it to the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits.
What the fuck is wrong with these kids?
I couldn't forgive them for that. So I... Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
There's a lot of stuff I don't get. Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary Project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Well, my best guess... Well, A, he's a scientist, and he's just trying to confirm whether this actually exists or not. And I have actually been thinking that it's possible that if he can get himself somehow made to be like a receiver, then whenever he sees someone, he could get someone who doesn't have prosopagnosia to help them figure out who the hell it is. Because isn't that the whole point of being able to link minds together? And if you link with a mind that doesn't have that, he might be able to get over his... Because the few times he's been cognizant, he's always just been like, yeah, you don't know what it's like.
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Yeah, he is. Still tied up on us with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty. No emotion. It's like he's just given up. He even cares what happens to him anymore.
Hey, were you listening to us?
You got private work, you old bastard. So that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
But at least look at me and talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces.
Okay, I thought that might be the case. Only because that's his only, like, defining character's trait other than he's carrying out the experiment.
I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
I mean, the means he went to get there were super, super twisted, but I understand the desire.
Yes, if you want to put it simply.
He's also a scientist, though. He's trying to prove something.
But if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I could supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
He doesn't have how to you, pal. Or the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, someone's a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing.
Good. I'm glad we got some, because that came up and was really important, and nothing happened out of it.
What's the deal with that?
Well, you see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up.
And then you got caught.
During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Gordain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question.
No, you're just telling me stuff I already kind of know.
Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk. But you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck.
We found it too.
There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant.
Interesting. Alice is a plant?
My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae.
Oh, those are those things that when you pull them up, they scream and then you, like, die.
I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create soparin. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
So Alice is the reason all this happened. It's gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. So my question can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
God dang, we're at time at this point, but I want to go until the end. But for no mind, like the end's in like an hour.
What's this?
This is, for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Aw. You made a voodoo doll of yourself. That's not going to go badly at all. Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved his arm towards me. Sounds a doll way of yarn small to fit in a palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
What's up for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea, then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Well, he just got beat up for a kitten.
You know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much? I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June, then?
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
I wanted to give you yourself.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe.
I'm so glad they're bonding over subtle racism.
So I give this, it me. So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
God damn it. I reached out my hand and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying again. Tears streamed down my face and fell into Juppy's tiny yarn body.
Jumpy, I'll never forget you.
Well, damn well you won't. You're going to get me into a lot of trouble in 9 years.
I promise.
Actually, this may not be 9 years. I don't know when this is. Jumpy looked straight in my eyes and said just 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
One of them is a contraction. The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down towards the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city, painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another. Sunset, but we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. Now, this is the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned. The only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died. Yeah, this is the big died in the incident on the Gigantic. She's still alive now. It's June. But how? because I tapped the Morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then... How do I make sense of what Seven remembers? And why do we set this thing up to save her if I already did? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven... He said he was sure he saw it. I mean, there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or... Wait. Maybe it's not it at all. Maybe there's one other logical explanation. Was what the... You told me the truth, Seven? You look... satisfied. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there. There's somebody next to the road.
Wait, before we get on to this. So Seven intentionally lied because Seven was in on it too? Is that what I'm supposed to take from that?
Huh?
What?
Cat, move! I'm trying to watch the TV.
Hmm?
What the hell? Well, there's the Alice that doesn't exist. And for some reason has super, super, super clingy robes on. Goddamn. The burning gaze, the Nevada sun poured down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long for Junpei realized... Yeah, well, she's wearing freaking Egyptian garb. Of course we know who she is. Although, I don't think the Egyptians were that brazen. Okay, guys. Apparently that is 999. Really good game right up until the end, and then the, like, final bit, like, the actual ending doesn't make any kind of sense. So, I've gotten every ending except for, I think people called it the... Wow, look at all that is. Yeah, that's the only ending I didn't get, which is... I think people called it the... No, that's the axe ending. The knife ending? I don't really remember. Regardless, we have successfully conquered the game. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. I will see you guys in the next playthrough.